this week we are going to work with Minecraft for Education, and this is included with your TeachHub account. So this is the NYC DOE page about Minecraft education. So there's a few things I'm going to talk about here. We're not going to require the students to submit this for the contest. This was an official contest. Unfortunately, we were running out of time with things, and we couldn't get this back done earlier. So next year, hopefully, they will have the contest. But there's just a few things I want to point out to. And I put this link in Google Classroom. You could watch this video about the NYC DOE Battle of the Boroughs, which has to do Minecraft of Education. And they talk about, different things here. And you could look at these links here. What this is about creating and designing a community that's sustainable and best for everybody. So let's take a look at this part down here, which is they're talking about. So this is what we're going to be working on. For example, think about how you might redesign a local community space to be more inclusive for people of all ages and abilities, or what you could design to rethink how the city can reduce car pollution or other carbon emissions. Okay, so I want to go a little further into what the task entails. So here's what we're going to do, and I highlighted it to make it easy for the students to see what I want you to do. Your goal is to identify an issue and build a solution in Minecraft for Education. So here's some examples. You might want to redesign a local community space to make it easier for people to use. That could mean putting it in the center of the town. That could mean adding wheelchair ramps. Or you could say, rethink how the city can reduce pollution. How could they do that? Maybe you design a subway station or a bus station or a railroad station, or, maybe even solar panels, okay, things like that, or charging stations for an electric vehicle, right? So these are all things you can do. So I just put some examples here. Maybe a problem is expensive food prices. So what could you do as a solution? Build a community garden of vegetables. Maybe a problem is there's a lack of outdoor space. Maybe you could build a park with flowers so that people who they live in an area that's very crowded, they can enjoy flowers. Maybe there's a situation where people there haven't been ability to exercise recently. Then you could build an outdoor exercise park with maybe swings and jungle gyms, and maybe that people can have pull-up bars and sit-up bars and stuff like that. Maybe they could have cones that they can go around, however you want to do it. Another problem could be that there's pollution. And then what you could do is design an area with solar panels around it, or a building on top of it with solar panels. Or maybe you can design charging stations for people who have electric vehicles. Maybe there's a lot of traffic and pollution, and you want to solve that problem. So you could build a bus station or a train station. Maybe there's not a community space that's accessible for all. So maybe there's a community space, but you have to put it in the center of town, and maybe you want to put wheelchair ramps in there. So the point of the project is to think about a problem and to find a potential solution for the problem and to design it in Minecraft for Education. Okay, so from the school website, you can scroll down and you'll see there's the Minecraft for Education. Now, I also put this link in your Google Classroom link, so you could just download it from there to your computer. And I have been told it's also included in your iPads, or DOE iPads. So when you sign in here, you got to use your TeachHub name, and don't forget to put the @nycstudents.net. So you put your TeachHub name in here. Once you download it, you open it up. Don't forget to put the @nycstudents.net. And then guess what? It's going to bring you right to TeachHub, because this is included in your TeachHub account. And then you log in just like you log in TeachHub. And you're going to click sign in, and then you're ready to go. And this may take some time to load up. Don't worry about it. It'll take a little bit of time to load. Okay, and now you're going to click play. And I'm going to show you a few things first. So I just want to show you some of the features, and then we'll go about how we're going to do this. So if you go to the library, they have many different things, and they have lessons. There's computer science. We may have some time to do some of these computer science activities later. I don't know if we're going to. We'll see. They have science in there as well. They have, history, language art, math. So there's a lot of different things that we have inside this Minecraft for Education. So that's why the DOE, set this up. They have digital citizenship, and they have these ones down here as well if you want to read some of these other ones. So these are some of the challenges they have. Build a better room, and you can go search different biomes, different types of environments. They have featured worlds that you could visit. So there's many different things that you can do here. And then the students have told me they enjoyed some of these different areas that I think they had ancient Egypt as well, if you want to see ancient Egypt. But anyway, those were just some of the features. So what we're going to do is, so we're going to click on templates here. So you're going to click on templates. And then we're going to click on, had to go templates again. And we're going to click on blocks of grass. Right there, blocks of grass. And you could look at the tutorial if you'd like, but we're going to do blocks of grass. And after you click on that, you can click play. And it may take some time to load. And when you're inside, when you go to settings, make sure it's on creative mode. And then you're going to say peaceful. So we want peaceful and creative mode. We're not going to be interacting with other people or anything like that. We're just focusing on our building. So on this screen, and I can include this in the instructions as well, here are some of the controls that you can use to play in the game. And you can see on the screen here, you're going to use W and A and D to move. And, that's how you go forward, left, and back. S is going to go back. And the E checks your inventory to all the materials that you're going to use. Shift kneels down. Left click is going to move your hand. Right click will place the object down. And if you want to get the object the way that you place down, just do left click again. So right click places it down. The scrolling mouse wheel will allow you to change your inventory objects. And with spacebar is going to jump 2 times. And so let's take a look at how to play. And I'll just do this real quick when you're inside. So here you could read this as well on how to play and some of the things that you can do in here. And many of the students know how to do this. And you'll see it's pretty simple to use. And the settings, again, is how you change it to peaceful and creative mode. So anyway, once I'm inside here, I have my controls here. And if I click on the E is going to bring my inventory up. And I'm going to need wood, planks maybe, a fence, stairs, flowers. I need all the things that I want in my community. Maybe I need flowers for a park. Maybe I need to build, something with stairs. Maybe I need to use my wooden plank. So you can see they have all the things that you have inside there, all the things in your inventory. And you just take the things that you want, maybe like a planks or a wood or whatever, and you just drag it down like that. You just drag it into there, and that's going to be your inventory. So you can hold up to 9 different objects. Maybe you want to put a fence in there, or maybe you want to put stairs. I'm going to show you later. I have flowers that I add into here. So on the top tab too, they have various things that you can look for, and you could always search for them too as well with the magnifying glass. But here I'm in like the section where you have the stairs and the fences and things like that, because that's what we're going to need mostly: stairs, fences, maybe like flowers, like I said. So that's mainly what we're going to be focusing on. So you think about what a community needs. Maybe they need a nice park. Maybe they need a school area. Things like that. Maybe they want solar panels to reduce the use of gasoline and carbon emissions. And you can always search for something if you want as well. So here I was looking for different. We have different flowers, and you can put in there melons and a nice way to decorate a park, or vegetables for sustainability, right? So these are things you can do. Maybe make a vegetable garden. Maybe you could make an area with solar panels, anything you wanted that could make an area sustainable and easy to use. That's the whole thing. We want to make a community that's sustainable and easy to use. So think about like energy, how to reduce energy, how to make sustainability, like gardens and things like that, lots of trees for clean air. And now here you see I'm just moving around here, and I'm going to start placing some of the things down. So if I want to place down the blocks, the left click smashes. And so I do a left click. You could make a smash if you want to go down and dig into the ground, and you could place down with the E. I'm sorry, not the E, the right click. So you could start building, and now you start building a nice little area here. And I'm just going to build a nice simple little house here. So please stay away from the animals. We're not really doing anything like that. We're not really interacting with other people or animals. We're just really focusing on building things. So here I'm start building here. And like I said, you could just start out simple, like maybe building like a playground or something like that. And then you just got to be careful with these animals if they're in the way here. Just avoid them for a little bit. So this guy, he got a little bit in my way, so I'm just going to avoid him for a little bit. And then you just go around, and you could start building down like this. And if you do the left click, it will dig into the ground, and then the right click will place the blocks down.
So eventually you may want to put fences up, maybe if you're making a garden or a playground. And just use the left click if you make a mistake and it'll smash the object. So I'm just showing you can use bricks or you could dig down, whatever you want to do. But again, you want to think about building sustainability. You want maybe like a park or like solar panels, something like that to maybe a vegetable garden. You want to think about sustainability and efficiency. You want to build an efficient area, for your town. So think about what people in the community would need. Maybe they want a library or a hospital or a school. Here I'm just putting in some flowers. If you want to put some flowers down, maybe make a garden area for people to visit, and then you can even put like carrots and vegetables and things like that. So I'm going to scroll through here and see. I'm going to put some vegetables because vegetables could add some sustainability. So here's I'm doing my flowers, and the next thing I'm going to scroll, and I'll show you the vegetables as well. So you see I got my fence, and you just use your scrolling wheel on your mouse to scroll through your different inventory. And here it is. Here's a carrot. You could put carrots down in the garden, however you want to do it. I'm just trying to show you the various features, and you could design it however you like. But like I said, we're thinking about sustainability. Here's if you just want to put a door in. I just wanted to show the students if you want to put a door in, you could do things like that. So we're just thinking about what a community would look like and how to design it. When you're done, I'm going to show you how to save your work as well in a few seconds. So when you're done, you're going to click escape, and you just do save and exit. And then you can save your community.